Start up the jingles.
Gaza Uncle Channel, speed of light, not slow like a camel.
At it. Sister Everlina, you know the thing said talk. Business say that.
This paper represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle make them know say you so rich badness you are on the ground.
Don't know the Queen of Dancehall represent for Gaza Uncle.
DJ Everlina. What make them vex? 6.
DJ Everlina. 6.
DJ Everlina. You don't know Ocean B.
Gaza Uncle, I have to present.
Yeah, man, wanna like, share, subscribe.
Seanizzle to the time, you know it's cartel. Representing for Gaza Uncle Channel, speed of light, not slow like a camel. Dog or
Seanizzle to the time, you know it's cartel. Representing for DJ Everlina. I'm out.
Anova.
you know it's cartel. Representing for Gaza Uncle.
Gaza Uncle.
You know it's Warlord representing for DJ Everlina. What?
You say Gaza Uncle. Drop back that video again.
DJ Everlina. 6.
Oh God, pull it.
Gaza Uncle.
Yeah, Gaza Uncle. What's going now?
It's your real top girl, Seanizzle, me alright. I'm represent for DJ Everlina.
Frost boss I represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle. Big up Cypher. Represent.
DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle Channel, speed of light, not slow like a camel.
At it. Sister Everlina, you know the thing said talk. Business say that.
This paper represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle make them know say you so rich badness you are on the ground.
Don't know the Queen of Dancehall represent for Gaza Uncle.
DJ Everlina. What make them vex? 6.
DJ Everlina. 6.
DJ Everlina. You don't know Ocean B.
Gaza Uncle, I have to present.
Yeah, man, wanna like, share, subscribe.
Seanizzle to the time, you know it's cartel. Representing for Gaza Uncle Channel, speed of light, not slow like a camel. Dog or
Seanizzle to the time, you know it's cartel. Representing for DJ Everlina. I'm out.
Anova.
you know it's cartel. Representing for Gaza Uncle.
Gaza Uncle.
You know it's Warlord representing for DJ Everlina. What?
You say Gaza Uncle. Drop back that video again.
DJ Everlina. 6.
Oh God, pull it.
Gaza Uncle.
Yeah, Gaza Uncle. What's going now?
It's your real top girl, Seanizzle, me alright. I'm represent for DJ Everlina.
Frost boss I represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle. Big up Cypher. Represent.
DJ Everlina.
Yo. Uncle, are we live? Bless up everybody if you can hear me. I can't listen back, so I don't know if I think we're here. I see Seanizzle. Blessings.
Blessings.
Yeah, bless up. Good to see you.
Likewise.
Are you good?
Yeah, man, all is well.
Yeah. Oh, nice to have you here. I see Gaza Uncle. He is going in and out. He's soon gonna come back on screen. And Shams, welcome to the show.
Blessings.
Bless up. Sean is the wagwan.
Blessings, Shams.
We have to start listening, Sean, because last time me see I think up on a podcast.
Oh,
True.
okay. Yeah, well, thank you so much, both of you, for joining us. Right on time as well. I see Uncle here now. Can you hear us?
Oh, yeah.
In the meanwhile, everybody, like up the live, share the live. Big up to everybody. Yeah, so meanwhile, Uncle, you're getting ready, it looks like.
Yeah, I have some little technical difficulties. Una hear me now?
We
Yeah,
hear
man.
you loud and clear.
All right, so big up everybody with the here. Welcome to another episode of the State of Dancehall. And you know we have two of the pioneers, the what I call it giants in the business. Hit songs after hit songs, producing billboards. Every accolade you can name them they already. Um so we will start off first by asking Shams, the producer. Welcome to the channel. This is our program with me and DJ Everlina. Try to ask questions like with people like you guys where would have more knowledge because we want the message for pass on and for the youth them to learn. So it's not like say we not care about the youth them or we not care about the future of dancehall and reggae music. So would I want like people like Ono to give insights, also encouragement and tell you where Ono dislike or wanna like or what can fix or what to stay the same way or because there's a lot of back and forth going on, especially with the elder, them not like because all the elder artists are the elder producers, them and them have problems. So me know me see Seanizzle work with somebody young, you know, we soon get to that. But Shams, what you have to say about him? First of all, introduce yourself to the people and how did you get into producing? First of all.
All right, then. Give thanks, Gaza Uncle. Give thanks, DJ Everlina, for inviting me and thing. You know, it's always a pleasure to share the knowledge and, you know, these things needs to happen more because we're in an industry that need, obviously, some kind of promotion or some kind of exposure where people with the knowledge share it. So, you know, and it can live online and everybody can watch and know all the thing go from, you know, people with experience. And big up Sean here, don't know my brother a long time. Me I link for a long time. And as I said, the last time I link up was on a podcast like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. So I started producing, you know, about 96, 97 them time there. And pretty much I grew up in a family of musicians and producers. You know, the Brownie family. So my father, Glenn Brownie, played bass for Ziggy Marley, Jimmy Cliff, Taurus Riley, a bunch of people. And then my uncle them know Clevey from Steely and Clevey, and Danny Brown was Main Street Crew and is actually Main Street Crew where I kind of get my bus, you know, because from me graduate high school, I went to Jamaica College and I graduated high school. And even during CXC time, this is 93 now, even while me have CXC exams and things, I used to leave school and go straight around a Main Street studio. This is the same year it done, Bill. I used to leave school and just go and never hang out and I just love production and just the whole environment from them time there. So from leaving school, I started engineering. I was an engineer around there at Main Street. So from 93 until about 96, I was a house engineer, one of the house engineers, because we had 3 engineers.
All of this. So at this time it was Goofy, Red Rat, Buck.
Yeah, man. Main Street Crew, they actually start from Papa San, Junior Tucker, Richie Stevens, then no, because Red Rat and me used to go prep school together too. So me and him kind of graduate high school at the same time, and he used to forward at the studio too, because me and him kind of grew.
This is why we like people like you to educate the mass, because a lot of people believe that Main Street start from Goofy, Red Rat, and then I'm glad say use like you see. This is what we need. We need them thing in the music because a whole heap of history get left out. So we need them thing. So you say from Papa Sandias?
Yeah, man, because Uncle Danny, my uncle, he used to work with Papa San, them, Flower Gun, them, Lizard, Daddy Lizard, them, and Dragon, Red Dragon, and them, man, so him did actually start work with them, man, because him did have the studio, the first name, One at a Time, which was over my grandmother's house. There was a little one room with a little 16-track recorder and thing, and so that's why him used to voice Red Dragon. Him used to voice even thing that Garnet Silk, but Garnet Silk wasn't a part of the crew. Because the song when him owe me or my Danny do it. Garnet Silk tune. Anyway, so when him have Main Street now, him did start work with Papa San, Lieutenant Stitchy, Richie Stevens, and then now from 96 now, 96, 97, you find Goofy and Red Rat them, and who else? Richie Stevens, Junior Tucker was there too. Hawkeye, Degree, all of them man the way you mentioned, Buccaneer. You know, even Vegas did a par on a Main Street one at the time too, you know. Because obviously we know Heads Eye Danny produced it and Vegas was there. Vegas wasn't there as a Main Street artist.
We know that Brown response to Heads Eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically me start produce now right after Main Street Crew bust now and them do them thing, and then me say, yo, me need to start do my little thing too, you know, cause rhythm artists there and me have the talent, why not make some rhythm? So make 2 rhythm and Main Street Crew like the rhythm them and them vice. And the first rhythm that I did was Gypsy Rhythm in 97. And the same year I meet TOK them too. So 97 Vice the first rhythm, never really go on. The 98 now we dropped the second rhythm I ever produced, and it just shot, which was the baddest rhythm where everybody know it. Vegas Jacket, Beanie Man, number 1, TOK Ladies Hardcore Love and them song there. So that is how we start, you know, produce from 98, getting out of the business. Then you have baddest rhythm, Juice rhythm, Orgasm rhythm come up.
All right, so thank you for that. As we said, this is not an interview, you know, but we still people don't know the history. Them hear the name Sham and say, yeah, man, it's TOK, them, but yeah, because as we say, each one teach one, and we have a mixed audience over here, younger, older, a lot of people. Big up yourself for me reggae dancehall. A lot of people don't know the history, so I respect you for that. Seanizzle, where are some
blessings.
All right, so Seanizzle, your time. You have to tell we how you start, how you get into the music before we go into the dancehall, the state of dancehall. We just want an introduction of how it started and the artists were the first hitter. Just go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, first and foremost, big up Gaza Uncle.
Big up yourself.
DJ Everlina, blessings every time. Shams, my bro, from them time there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, blessings. Well, I got started from a tender age, you know, because as far as I can remember, I'm always affiliated with music. From going to primary school, my brother used to come home with all of the latest sound system, cassettes, you know, every dance I keep him of it on cassette. So from that time, I started to get familiar with the sound names and, you know, understanding the culture. So I used to go to school, I'm telling me like 5th grade, 6th grade. And I said, yo, based on this, you have one mixer, bad, clueless to everybody. It's like, what am I talking about? You know, and I carried that interest right to high school. And when I was in 2nd form, my next door neighbor, Arval, he got the opportunity to own a computer with a CD burner on it. And with me having all these cassettes from those times, you know, we decided we want to be one of the first to start to convert cassettes to CDs, because there was a disconnect at the moment when CD came about and a lot of classics was on cassettes, you know. So we decided, so we're gonna be the ones to convert them to CD. And I'm telling you, in less than 3 months, we were the go-to person in Kingston. So all the sound system from Stone Love, every sound you could have think of, every little man who do them thing, and we them link. All of the little cassette man, them in a half a tree, Mullines Road, Pembroke.
So at that, hold on, so at that time, Cassette Ninja, right, out of thing that they saw. So all used to link you too?
I never link him, never link me direct, but enough of my CDs, them, it depend him start.
Okay.
You know, so only per connection, it all connect to one, you know, and after a while doing that, you know, we decided we're gonna start do our own mix CDs, you know, cause a little name start buzz within the circle, and we came up with a sound name called Murder Mafia, and we used to do mix CDs and sell them as well. So that was really where music became my first love, and like I don't care about nothing else. You know, me have CXC come up, and as as you said, Shams, as I study two things, me have to listen to some music or do two mix. So it so happened that one of these times now, doing a mix, the sounds of making of the rhythm start to come alive in my ears. Like I could pinpoint the individual instruments. And I got so fascinated. And I'm like, no, I want to start to make rhythms. When I did my research, I realized I didn't know if to start this because the equipment then was so expensive and no one in my family had this interest. And just saying it to peers and, close friends of mine, they told me about a young engineer who made beat at the time by the name of Black Sheep, who is now a known producer in the dancehall industry. So me and him connect now, and him say, me use a thing called Reason. You must try it, man. You can download it online. And I went to him trying to download it. I didn't find Reason, but I found FL Studio, back then called Fruity Loops. And that's really how my career started. Yeah, man. So big up Mafia, aka Black Sheep, from them time until now. So making beats now, and friends them start say, them sound good enough. A time for you to take it out of the computer and start touch the road and see if it can be heard by a prominent producer who can take this from just being a rhythm in the computer to the world, So when we leave high school, we started to go classes, and so when we leave classes, when I walk out the whole of half a tree, every student could have stop and jive, make them hear some stuff. So happened that I reached on at Mr. G's studio, which was Young Gardens at the time. And he was the one that really gave us a listening ear. And from there, there was no turning back.
All right. So question the two on before now. Is your first hit song, your first song will make people notice you, Shams? What song would that be?
I wouldn't say it's one specific song, it's Body's rhythm.
At that time, it was a rhythm thing, right? Okay,
Yeah.
first rhythm would that be the Jackie rhythm?
Yeah.
And for you, Sean, what was your first? You was a production of a rhythm, or it was a production of one song?
It was a production of a rhythm. When I made the Stepfather rhythm for Mr. G, I started to get credibility within the industry from other artists where them start trust my talent. But when I started my own record label, Seanizzle Records, in 2006, I produced a rhythm called Reverse Rhythm with songs like Reverse the Thing by Beanie Man and Tony Matara, another song on it called Sit Down on It. And those are the songs that make people start to say, you the name Seanizzle in body, have a vibe. And that's where the name now start circulate within the industry, and artists start to record for me.
All right. So as always say, everybody there here for the state. We're glad to introduce yourself. So now let's speak about it. Shams, we have a reason now. The state of dancehall and reggae music. Every time we say dancehall, we left out reggae music because reggae music in trouble too. It's safe to say we can't say that because all the while it's like them beat on dancehall. Yo, dancehall now go, but reggae music in trouble too. Reggae music in trouble. So me I ask a question to both of you now because we are going at the panel discussion. I go start now. What do you think about the state of dancehall today, right now, the 26th of August, today?
All right. Before me even delve into that little bit, I want to touch upon something what Sean said because I find it so interesting. Because earlier I sent a message to somebody on WhatsApp.
It's breaking up on this side, Can't hear anything.
Can you hear me? Check.
I can hear you fine.
Me can hear you fine too.
Like on my side then.
Yeah.
No, may I say Seanizzle mentioned something earlier. So may I say it's so coincidental because I was sending somebody a WhatsApp message earlier and accidentally sent it to DJ Everlina. And
Yeah.
you know, it says Black Sheep. So see
Oh,
him,
for real?
yeah, a Black Sheep. Because me and
Big
him
up
would,
Black
like,
Sheep.
yeah, big up Black Sheep because he used to par on a main street one at the time too. So because I said, and to bring that to this conversation, I think part of the reason dancehall or even reggae is in the state that it is in now is the lack of unity. That's the first thing I believe, because you know how it go. I mean, I'm not saying back in the day everybody was this big unified happy family, but everybody respected each other talent or respected what another producer or whatever brought to the game. Like me note, like for instance, Dave and Tony Kelly are two of my idol them in the dancehall industry. So me used to love when me hear Dave rhythm them and me say, yo, that body and would either try to do something close to one of Dave them rhythm or try outdo him, that kind of competitive spirit there. And funnily, Dave Kelly's distribution company used to distribute for my label. So it wasn't any kind of animosity or any kind of bad vibes. Cause I used to grow on a Dave Kelly all the time. You know, and me having that kind of relationship with DFT is how him end up a vice, even TOK at the time when I started managing them. So I think part of the challenge that we face now is, you know, the whole segregation where everybody have them little clique, and whether a man come from Mobi or a man come from Ochi or Spanish Town or whatever, and them just not link with this man or that man. So that create a segregation amongst the younger youth them. Now when it come on to the older generation or the legend them in the business versus the new youth them in the business, I think part of it is not trying to understand each other. And I guess the youth them would just automatically have a dislike for the older generation because them hear so many of, you know, my generation. I say, yo, them youth are full music that are them not like trap dancehall or whatever it is. So them hear so much negativity from, you know, word of mouth. So the elders them attack certain things, so the youth them automatically get defensive.
True.
When
Yes.
so you know, which the elders them, because I sometimes fall into that, but I don't speak negatively of the youth them because I understand that it's an evolution. And in all fairness, when I started producing, or even Clevie, my uncle Steely and Clevie them started dancehall, them did I get burn out too, because the elders them before them
always say this every year by the first era, everybody. So 90s get burn out from 80s.
All the while.
And then 2000, it's all the while. All the while.
Because it's change. People don't like change, and when it's the evolution of the music, so we have to expect the evolution. But people don't like it. And it's hard to get used to it, especially if, like for instance, the first instrument or the first set of musicians get knocked from music, you know, is the hand player them. So when computer drumming and them and synthesizer come in, the hand player them get knocked and the guitarist them get knocked. So you could never have a live band in a studio anymore or create beats because that's where it's coming from. So it starts with that something there, and over the years it changed differently. And then now Jamaicans, Shani can correct me if I'm wrong on this, or Gaza. Jamaicans now, we have a thing from long time for just frightened for foreign. So that is how the trap thing come in, because back in the day, a lot of artists listen hip hop and them something, you know, but them never, them they still go to the producer them for build the beats them and them a vibe. Because if you listen to a Beenie Man tune, even Buccaneer them and some other artists, when you listen to them lyrics, them I listen to some rap song and a kind of flow and I pick some of the topic them from them. So because seems who's got the key to my dream? Is that fine song take that from?
Because remember, say you'd have Michael Bounty, Michael Jackson brought you Thriller, like, and him have like it's a party, them are rap song, them not reggae, them they are rap song like Mad Cobra Flex is R&B, like
right,
like, and that was first Jamaican forget goal.
Right, but the big difference,
like Shabba Rankin and thing there we get goal is R&B. Like so when I go beat on the youth them now and say, yo, no, do it the right way, but the way we really that way, if you talk the truth, because almost 94% of the artists in the 90s, they sign. You have to talk the truth and make it sound. You have to just speak it like how it is. Because majority of the artists, them, they sign. So when the music is better then, yeah, because the music don't get a push then. Because label, they are pushing.
Here we go on. Me not cut you, but here we go on though. Back then, the industry, our industry was more driven by producers. So musicians were in a studio and make beat. I'm talking for the local scene. I'm not talking necessarily for the artists.
Right.
Because when the artists them sign a different song that. So I'm talking, in Jamaica, and the song them are both from Jamaica. So when it's a producer-driven industry, the artists them always are gonna link the producer, them or the producer them are gonna reach out to the artist and say, yo, that rhythm here, I know it used to go Sean. When them here say Sean have a bad rhythm around there, Shams have a bad rhythm, everybody are come link and vice. Nowadays now, the big difference is every new artist have for them little crew. So it's not like a producer-driven industry anymore, it's an artist-driven industry. So if an artist come and feel like say he want to make an Afrobeat song, beat, film producer bridging build an Afrobeat song and them release it themselves and all of this, and it hit. You're gonna find say every little man around the cut are gonna do something like that to see if them can make a hit too. And to me, that is where trap dancehall evolved from, that whole concept of it's an artist-driven industry. So I'm gonna go back to the fact that a lot of Jamaicans really we listen, hip hop and R&B and trap and all of that stuff, and we love them. Well, we don't love the American music so much, but not for the youth them into it. So you'll find that them gravitate towards it, them will build them kind of beat there and jump on them kind of beat there, which is fine, nothing wrong with it. Personally, I just feel like the balance not there. So people like me and Sean will still kind of hold the original dancehall culture, because that is what it boils down to me still. Because like you mentioned, reggae, I think is a culture issue more than the culture affect the music and the music affect the culture. I think about that it boils down to. That's why even reggae kind of get a beat, because if you check Kabaka, Pyramid, them and even Chronics them, it's mostly hip-hop fused beats them are doing. It's not
like some fusion, coffee them or some fusion them are do. So it's not like the original reggae way we used to do.
Right.
Sorry, Uncle, there's something with your microphone, I think. It's,
okay, all right. So Sean, I'm going to talk. I'm going to hang up and call back.
Okay. Well, as I said, Shams, I think the music is going through a transition. The music is going through a transition, and in the process, we have lost the identity. It's like when you hear Afrobeat, you could just pinpoint that as an Afrobeat. If you hear a hip-hop song or a trap rhythm, it's still classified as a hip-hop rhythm. If you hear a soul song, you know it's a soul song.
Yep.
You hear soca, you know that's a soca.
Straight.
When it comes to dancehall now, we really don't know what it is. Because as you said earlier, a man hears something and it works for this artist. It becomes the new trend. So Jamaican music now is more trending music than a genre. You understand? I find that this week, this work of foreign, somebody have one of that out here now.
Mm-hmm.
And we have lost an identity. But what I must say, this is nothing new. This was always there from like the beginning of me even interested in music, but there was a balance. Because as you said, Flex and Shabarangs, them used to fuse as well. You know what I mean? But it wasn't just that. You still get the authentic dancer. So every now and then, you have Shaggy, Bombastic, you always have a fusion there, but you have the authentic dancehall, which stand predominant. Right now, I just think that the identity is unbalanced. So it's just, and not only that, too, as you said earlier, lack of unity. And when I say lack of unity, I'm not talking about no man need to link up no man. The problem we're having now is Seanizzle have the biggest rhythm, and Seanizzle take the rhythm to about 70% with the best of everything we have, him knowledge, everything, but sometimes the knowledge we have is not enough. And then a next person who have the whole package, we can reach out to me and say, I like what you're doing, but see the 20% here for carry across the board. Because when you go across the board and you reach one billboard, they're not going to say Seanizzle. They're not going to say Dancehall. They're going to say Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
So why me want to struggle for this? And when it reach, everybody I take praise for it. When you know somebody need help for carry it cross, but nobody says, everybody stand aside and watch and criticize and hope for either it work or it not work. And when it work, we say we.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the major issues we have, you know. And the next thing is we have over 10,000 artists now in Jamaica and over 5,000 producers, but we have about 7 executives. Because every time we have conversations like this, we double down on the producers and the artists, but we don't talk about the executives. Because no matter how much producer and artists we have, we still need executives. Because they are the ones with the power and the machinery behind it.
Executive producer, you mean?
No, I'm talking about the people who have the links them to take and the resources and the power, the connection that bridge the gaps outside of just dancehall and reggae music. The people that can take up their phones and make these things happen.
Yeah.
When you check it, it's 5, 6 of them. And everybody fighting to be a producer. Everybody don't want to let go of being a producer. Let go of being an artist and not looking at the bigger picture.
So Sean.
One second, my general.
Okay.
You have, for this year so far, it's $4.5 billion make in the music industry. And only 7% of that money share amongst the creatives. So what that show you say? Yeah. So the time we there I talk about the producer, you know, do this or the artist, we need to start focus on the business, how to manipulate these things and maximize the work. Because remember, you know, it's all about marketing, you know. If you market a rat as the baddest rat in the world, watch it, they market Ninja Turtle. And they become a household name. So it's all about marketing, and those are the things that is lacking within our space. Most of these artists and producers and publicists, they don't know how to market an artist or a producer, don't know how to really take the music from A to F, maybe A to B to C. They need help. And that's where we need to start focus more and stop worry about who sounds so and who sounds so, because at the end of the day, is how you market the product, take it to the next level. You know, we need more executives. So I think that is one of the main stuff them that we're not paying attention to. We're lacking in executives to really take it to the next level. From as far as I can remember, VP is still one of our biggest record label within the genre. So nobody else thinks we need more. So the thing can spread evenly. How much VP alone can do for 5,000, 10,000 artists and producers. So we need to start looking and spread the horizon and stop worrying about just one factor of the music when there's so many other areas need to be addressed.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Me agree too.
So we need more people to get involved where the business is concerned, so the music can reach further. As you said earlier, Gaza Uncle, most of the songs that we knew back then that became international song, they had a machinery behind it.
Right.
Right? Because maybe if that song came out without any power behind it, they would have criticized it as they must switch up the thing and gone over this. So. But it's all about marketing to get it where it needs to be. Because some song, no matter how you sing it, it just need a rhythm like that to really bring it across. You know?
So all right. So wouldn't you say that is because of all our music start, because of the lack of our, wait, I say we now know structure, because our music start from, like, our music was a vibe. It start from toasting, like microphone toasting, and it lead on to the dance rubber dub session business. Yo, me I go in a dance. It was just a little thing to kill time. It never.
No, we can't say that. We can't say that because that's how hip hop was made.
Well, let me just finish first, and then you can, yeah. So by me, the knowledge of me knowing, say, it wasn't a business at that time. That's why I think we not a problem here today, because at that time we did look and say, Sean live Rona, Jamali Avenue, and me live Rona. Walter, me I go check Sean, me I go know him. Me not go pay him not go pay me. We are just do that stuff me, and when it work, we are gonna just deal with it that way. Yeah. Fast forward now, when the music get big, the problem starts. Because
now it become a culture already.
Yes, because now it becomes Sean, I say, my son, you know. And you say, that me and you was friend, you should have given me this. And you say, no, me never sign no paperwork, but Sean automatically own the song, do all I sang. So that leave the money now because of lack of paperwork, lack of split sheets, lack of me and you a friend. So me I go do that something. Our music was just love, giving out the message. Like our music was more of a message music, you know. Burning out this, standing up for the culture, singing about what we live. If war go on a town, it will put in music. If we are suffering, we light cut off, or we have itch light, it will put in music. So, but it never was a business thing for we. But when the music take off, other people say, you know, so me can capitalize on this. Me go link who do that song, yeah. Who do this? Sean. You know, yeah? You know, say Sean sell the song now to one big label over so. And me now, poor me, come Sean, me give me song I play on radio foreign now. Want to my money. Me never sign no split sheet. Me never sign no nothing. Because we did do it for little love. You understand now, and then the music get big now and it becomes a problem. That's one of the factors we never have no structure. The music never have no structure. But now, the find out that the youth them know. Like nowadays, the youth them start. Them want to know the business. Them want to be the producer. Not saying all of them is good producer. Not saying them really know what them doing. But we feel like a lot of them is doing it because them tired to hear people ball about money. Me I tell you the truth. Enough of them where you say, I say, them have music in them house, or them a producer. I'm not really a producer, them are not producer. Some of the little artists, them are not a producer, man have been produced. Me not say artists not have when for having in them house, you know. But when you start producing your own song and the song not sound good because it not have a stem there, it's like you don't know the music that well. You just do it because you want to control everything. That's our next problem too. Because the youth them now also reach out to the elder them, and the elder them now reach out to the youth them. So we have a disconnect right there. So because to all them have beat on the youth them, that not sound good. When we did do it, look there, we did on BET and we did on MTV, but tell them the backdrop to that story there. When you woke up on BT and MVP, you wasn't independent. You was signed to a label. So stop telling you them like, yo, me I sang the go BT every Sean Paul signed for 25 years. Yo, so Sean Paul do it. Yes, he was signed for 25 years. Don't trick you them and tell you them like, so the youth them feel like them now do nothing. So I saw the resiliency forward now, like, yo, me not like them old boy, yeah. Cause them a try make me not feed me pitney. No, that's what that part they forward from now.
But me can interject little guys, uncle.
Yeah, we are reason, man. What you have to say?
You know, hear the pre though, because a real thing you talk, you know. But the thing that kind of baffle me nowadays in 2023 going 24 is that remember back in the 60s and 50s I come up, You're right. Sean mentioned executives. Back in the day, remember Dynamic Sound, Sonic Sound, and them, as them used to call it, the Uptown man, them, and them man, they used to run the thing, you know. Because the China man, them, as them used to, as them have it, them used to kind of have the handle in a sense. Because them used to have the studio, them, all of them, something there. And it's the poor man, them, the ghetto man, them, you know, them used to have the talent, the session musician, them, the artists, them, and them come. And it's depicted in a the harder they come.
Yes.
I was just about to say that the harder them come show with everything.
All right. So the thing that I find very interesting is that, all right, you have an excuse 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, 90s. Why the freak in a 2023 you still not understand the business? That are the thing that kind of bug me, because everything they write here, some G. You can Google anything and understand the entire industry. You can start a business from a cell phone. So why these people prefer to jump on and say, yo, man, rob me and with my money there and this and that, instead of figuring out, say, oh, so me a songwriter, me need to go register me thing them. Oh, so when we have a voice now, we need for the split sheet. And that's another thing where it kind of throw me off with our industry, because I don't know if you agree with this, Sean, but make me ever go studio with an artist and decide say we are signing up paper before the session. That session is not happening, you know.
Vex. Yo, what yo?
Not sign nothing, you know. Them no want to do nothing, and that are the free up thing, because when the session done, yeah.
You serious?
Them artists, them no want to sign. I'm not talking the new youth, them now, because I'm not really linked with them like that. But I talk my experience with my generation of artists. Them not interested in a sign. If you call them and say, yeah, man, we are going to voice a tune and want them come and say, yeah, present contract and them something, especially if no money in the up front. If you give them a simple split sheet, them no want to see no paper, them want voice and cut. Them not business.
You see, when I just started out,
you see,
I printed over 100 split sheet and have it on the table. And you see, before the year finish, I had 80 still left on the table. Every time, and this was the biggest artist them know, you know, was the hardest person for signing it, you know. The one them was supposed to understand the business, you know. And the younger one them will trust you sign, you know. Like you give the bigger ones them, and it's not like you take nothing from them, it's just that we need the information. You, everyone in the room, who wrote this, who wrote that, whatever, we narrow it down and say, all right, you get 50% for composition. So everybody who involved in the composition get 50%. 50% go to the persons who are the author. That was as simple as that. I'm gonna tell you, so when we reach on that part, we sign.
You see,
when you reach on that part, you know, it's a whole different scenario of the session, you know. People who never even did it say them record the song, you know. People who never exist, you know, people the outside that chat on phone are just a vibe, you know, say, oh yeah, man, remember me come in and tell you the first line. And me the teleferize the note. And then so really and truly, the ones before them youth here now, not supposed to cost no youth whatsoever, you know. Cause them figure up the business if we're gonna be honest. The youths them come see a corrupted system.
And the youth them a try right.
And them a try change the thing the best way them can. Not saying that they are doing it the right way, but they are doing it the way they can, opposing to what they see. And I realize if you really check, majority of the people them will go on the internet and cuss. The new generation is the ones them who are still at the same place from 20 years ago.
Facts.
And this is an issue because they're in the seat from about 20 years now, and the youth them come stand up right beside them. And it's not a lot of people can accept this. Remember back then, you know, when the artists them are the hottest thing, is that Honda was the biggest car them could afford.
Yeah.
Them youth don't even have to have a hit song.
Benz, Bima.
And them have a BMW. So you find say the man them before them, it's hard for them digest this.
Yeah, man. Them bitter.
Them bitter, and them even when they're not scamming, them say are scamming. But the thing is, the music has changed, and the youth them find out ways how them can market them songs to get streams. Not necessarily that the song is a hit song, but them still know how to move through, because we are in technology day and age now with them youth from them the high school, them a walk with the fans there from school days. Them have big following on Instagram, TikTok from school. So those are the same people follow them into the industry. Not necessarily that they are the biggest thing musically, but because they find out how to market their music. When you see these youth with this kind of power, but yet they don't have the knowledge 100% where the music is concerned, think about your approach before you go to them. The fact for you can just take up your phone and press record and say, hey, you don't know mash up the business. Yo, that just show a lot about you as your intelligence goes. Text a person and say, bro, I love what you do. Compliment the person first. Make them feel good. And take your time and bring in the next 10% that is missing. If we do that, the business would be in such a different mood right now. The atmosphere, we wouldn't even need this conversation today.
All right. What are the next thing is DJ Everlina, I know you know your body take notes and she's so ask, so she stays. You know watch her, she take notes. All right. So somebody just said me for showing something. All right, somebody asked about the masters, but somebody said me for directly showing something because even them say the music now gonna away, the music now sell, and I go showing something, right? So this will be Valiant song sales in United States. I think this is it. That's Valiant song sales. Fair artists were just boss. So 55,000 pound Duns check. He's not a sign artist. Narcissist have 30,000. North Carolina 45,000. Speed off 40,000. And the other one have 5,000. That's his sales in the United States. That's not bad for an artist who just boss a year. That's not bad.
This award, when it's
what is this? Yes.
Which data this?
In the United States.
No, but on a stream.
Or is it translated like as a CD sales?
No. This is your streams and people will buy. So like Skilly Bang Wap Wap would have reached 150. Crocodile Teeth would have 400. So Crocodile Teeth wants 75 more thousand to reach goal in the United States. So I'm just like showing you, like giving you a heads up of what is really going on when them say the youth them now do nothing. I just that me really there like try for show you. And you can get this on the chart data. It's a credible site on the thing there. On the Twitter, you can follow it, Sean. Everybody follow them. All right, hey, everybody. It's a site to put up the
I know chart data, man. Yeah, man.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
So those are the things where it's surprising when we say Valiant numbers. To them are do good. To them say the music now move, but that's in the United States. He just and in the sign. So if you have a song of 55,000 sales in the United States, I have enough artists were good in the game good while and them never have that. So the music must have do something, Sean. The youth them must have make some nice because a young people stream music in a Sean. And
definitely
capture the ears of the young people them. It no matter what you tell them. But I love all the tone of reason still, you know. You and me nah like I love the reasoning and I hope this reach out to a lot of people make them say we still have producers out there where not bitter towards the young youth them. Only thing what Una say is, bro, Una can do it better. Una can do it better and me feel like say like them need to link with producers like you and Triton and Shams and Wemian TJ. Cause you have good producers out there same way we still keep up the dancehall something there, you know. Cause TJ have some rhythm. Sometimes you have to say, all the come home rhythm. Me I say a real dancehall this, you know. The song with Cartel will come home with TJ produce. I've been like them rhythm there. Those are the rhythm them what me like.
No, you're not. I don't know if you just asked me a question.
Oh, I hear you.
Hello?
Sean, yeah, you hear me, Sean?
Yeah, man, clearly.
Okay, it look like a theme phone. Yeah, done well too. There are one for producers out there where still keep it the right way. So as when me I say, yeah, hearing our Shams.
Can you hear us, Shams?
Shams gonna have to hang up and call back or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I have to hang up and call back. But Sean, as well, me I say, my respect for the knowledge where you pass through and tell the people them, because a lot of people don't know what's really going on. As well, you say you print 100 split sheets, and by the time where you say by a year,
by the ending of the year, about 80 alone, 80 left and 20 alone signed.
And this was it like back like 15 years ago. You talk something like that.
About like not even so long, about 10 years ago.
See it? A joking that.
Yeah, man.
That's a joking. Hold on, the Shams forward back. Shams, you hear me? I know I want the Shams phone. We're gonna soon pick up back. Yeah, so those are these are things that we speak about, Sean. Like I don't understand why we so backward. Like it's like the technology make Jamaicans get worse. I saw me see it.
All right, Gaza.
Yeah.
I said it stay still. I'm gonna want it. I don't know if it go over on the head a while ago, but I'm gonna say it again. When like Chris Brown show, no, right? Who them call? Who them call for organize it?
The Chris Brown show?
Yeah, who them call on the ground for organize it?
I think what's your name them call, right?
Sharon Burke.
Sharon Burke.
When Burna Boy came to Jamaica, who they call?
Sharon Burke.
Sharon Burke. We need more Sharon Burke. We need more Robert Livingston. We need more Gussie Clark. We need more John Baker. We need more Ramesh. So me, myself, need to find myself as the next youth to join that.
Okay.
We're too stagnant at the same place.
Okay, so those are the people you call the key players, the
executives, fam.
Okay,
I
fact.
don't call 5 name good from a while ago.
A big fact, cause here I know. These are the people who can take up them phone and call Def Jam, because they have the connection.
Just cool, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. So
any rapper, anybody in America, right from them phone, are any industry people, right from them phone. So basically, okay, so these will be the gatekeepers. Then we not like use the word.
We not use the word gatekeeper.
Yes,
we not like the word.
Right.
We not like it. Because it's not a negative conversation. So we not use that. That's a negative word.
Okay, so these are the executives to open the door them for a lot of people, basically.
We need more of them.
Big facts, brother.
We need more of them. So when we are complaining, because this is about my 10th interview for the year, and this is the topic that we are on, and nobody's talking about what I just said.
A real talk, man.
These are the people that can take up the phone and get 100 million in US to pump in our thing. And these are the people that can call Digicel and get 200 million right now. We need more of them. So me, including myself, we have to move from the seat where we're in. And make the youth them can sit down comfortable. And stop be threatening when the youth them forward and I do them thing. Because the truth is we shouldn't still sit down right so. That when the youth them come, we are worried about how them do the thing. We feel set at a standard and pay a certain way so the youth them come see the structure we set. Instead of we are worried about the youth here come take us space. I build the studio in December. I never build it for sit down in it. Build it for create new opportunities for younger producers. Because when I started out, I was 18 years old in the music industry as an engineer. I mean, I'm in my 30s now. So I can't expect to still sit down for the rest of my life. When it's still 5 and 6 people who really make the thing move, Only if I get what I say.
No, brother,
Yeah.
brother, that make whole heap of sense, man. Trust me.
All right.
We have one of our panel member them always there. This is Fimi Reggae. He's a part of in the music business too. So this is Fimi Reggae Dancehall TV. Big up yourself. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, man. Bless up the man. Shams, bless up yourself. Sean is bless up. DJ Everlina. I don't know the thing already. More piggyback off away. Sean just because uncle, you know this is something me passionate about. I mean, I always talk about a part there. But my part now.
Before you talk, I have to apologize. We talked to Evelyn about this earlier, but I have to cut because I have a sound check now.
Yeah. In the summer, one part of one world, we oversaw.
Yeah, we over here.
Man, I'm in Germany. We have a sound check right now, and them a call my phone. You see me up on my phone, I call them a call. So I have to run the sound check. So big up with themselves.
Blessings every time, Sean.
Big up.
Yeah. We'll have to do that then one next time. Big up yourself and respect for the knowledge.
Yeah, man. Give me. Just send me a link when I the next one, man.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Yes.
And thank you for take time out of your busy schedule today, because I never have to do it.
All right, yeah, man. Give thanks. My pleasure. Yeah.
Bless up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sean, as I mean, you bring up some great points in the last part away. I say, well, from the thing start, but I like what you're saying in the last part, isn't it? So the thing now, when me also feel like it's a big problem with us too is when you call you call some name and you say only like a few people have them position there, and I think one of the thing about it too is that a lot of these people, when they find themselves in this position, they don't want to share it, so they not have nobody at work beneath them to say, all right, you
that's
are gonna
why
be
we
the next
need more
me.
of them.
Yeah, you are gonna be the next me. Like, as I said, it's not even just from the executive point of it, even from like the backing bands where are the best in the industry. Like, who are them protege? Who are gonna be the next person? Because we're not all gonna be here forever, but the music is always gonna be here. So when like a rough cut not there anymore, who's gonna be the next rough cut band? You know, because we are called out the best of the best, When like a King Jammers and them man, they got. And well, King Jammers have him son, but them man, they are big man too. Who are feed them protege? King Jammers, they don't have him protege. Them like Bobby Digital and them man there. Who are gonna be the protege them after them after Jam 2 them and you understand what I say? So it's like nobody not pass down anymore. And I feel like that's one of the part where breakdown in the music.
Definitely. No proteges.
Exactly, bro.
Everybody want to grab this and carry it to them grave.
Exactly, bro. Like,
but when we have more of something, the trajectory have to change.
Definitely.
But when I want of it, the person they become. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kai. Pre this, we like a Sharon Burke now. Sharon Burke is an elder. She's not a young person. Knock on board, if Sharon Burke did sick in her last, say, 6 to 8 months, these two shows they just talk about, maybe they wouldn't happen. Because she wouldn't be there for them to call upon her and say, can you put this together for us? Because she had the plug on the ground, right? The Burna Boy show, the other Chris Brown show, they might be wouldn't happen. So like a Popcorn, a TJ, a Idonia, a Valiant, and whoever else I got make money out of that, maybe wouldn't get them funds there because the show wouldn't happen. And the patrons who it concerned most wouldn't get to see them favorite artists. International artists, so to speak. Because I know everybody at Jamaica go get to see a Burna Boy on a regular or a Chris Brown on a regular.
All right.
But
like
at the same time, if say she are the first in command and she's not available, who's the next person them can call? What if she was, say, not even sick? What if she was overseas doing something else where she couldn't move? If we go put certain things together, who are the next person in line with them could have called to say, put this together for me? So me feel like them people, if you look into it and say, boy, yeah, like, it feels good. It feels good for you know say I am the plug, but at the same time, have somebody else who can take over from you when you're not available. It's not even for the
All right.
sickness or death.
You see what you said a while ago, G? I agree with you to an extent, but my thing is, nobody never teach me to do music. It's something what is a passion of mine, and I went out of the way to make myself who I am today. I never wait for somebody to hand it down to me, and that is our problem that we're having right now. We are too much like we feel like we're obligated. We're too, where things should just be handed to you. When we have the same 24 hour and we have the same resources, we have as Sham said earlier, we have a phone where everything depends on it.
True.
We have schools, we have facilities to facilitate us to learn these things. So the time where people still are complaining about the producer and the artist there, you get your share, take some of it now and invest back into the music and take it to the next level. Because really and truly you can in music till you're 80, 100, Because there's so many levels in the music. When you reach a stage where you realize that your music no longer relatable to the younger generation, it's time for you to move to the next level. Because it have levels to it. Because what you are always carry with you is experience and knowledge. So the youth are coming after you, going to learn from that. That is how you should be thinking instead of criticize and I wonder.
And the links.
And be the change that you want to see. I always say this. I'm not criticize. If me see a problem, me be the change.
True. And I think you make some great points too, I'm not lie. Because if we even go to the closest thing to our music, where I would call it our brother genre like hip hop. If you notice when a lot of the man them, as we say, reach a point where them feel like say they no need fear go out there on a stage no more as much or even in the studio as much. Them still have a link with the record label where them used to work with, where them can now introduce younger talent to the record label. When you see no
Most
Jamaican
of them right now.
Yeah, when you see no Jamaican
podcast now.
Yeah.
So them create podcast and I share the knowledge.
True.
Either you have to buy it or you have to get it free. It is there. So there's levels to this thing, and we need to start grow and stop a fight for that one spot that till you're dead. There's so much areas in the music need to be filled. There's so many empty seats. And that's all me I look on the music right now.
You're so right, brother.
When I see some youth go, I'm going to them DM and big them up and bless them up and encourage them. You know how much artists me and them link and I never produce a song with them? Because I know every song I need for produce, I know every artist I need for produce, I need for encourage them. Because them are the new generation. Yeah. Give them some tips, because them have them team, but them team just need 5% missing. Give them the 5%. Because when them do well, it represent all of us. So we have to look on the business. It's not how me all the time. You see what I say? And the resources are there, the informations are there. We have to just
so
be that person.
All right, so back to where we just about the. All right, so there's nobody. All right, look, if we even want to go business, if Mr. Azan are running business, them and pass them down to his son, and pass them down to family member, teach them the way, and that we ask about like Sharon Burt, them and the people them who we consider as the key players them in the game. Them need to have their protege the way. Don't not reach up in an age now. Somebody have to take it over, no matter how it go. I saw it always go for the business continue. Somebody have to take it over. What year? Not what year. Now last year I was speaking to Johnny Wonder. I'm turn to him and say, Johnny Wonder, the knowledge where you have, you need to pass it on to some youth, You need to, you can't knock on board. Me say, this is what me say to you, but you know what I mean? Me say, you can't go with all them knowledge, You have to tell with them things, You can't keep this all, the 40 years with the knowledge with you, You have to spill it out. You have to bring one youth, bring somebody else and make you can't, that one person you cannot run this. That's why I'm saying enough artists in a hip hop left and go do something different. Even the main little thing like we voting, like we have a vote on it. There's a lot of producers don't even pay $100 figure get a vote on the Billboard pan the Grammy. I lie, may I tell Sean?
No, you're right.
I don't even pay $100 a year. $100 a year, you know. And you can get
a lot of them don't even know about it.
No for them not even, so that me I say so it's like say they make it like our music is an underground music. It's like we treat the music, the business part of it. It's like our music is just a vibe. Real talk, enough time I feel bad.
That's why I'm have to come in here. I'm have to come in here for a platform like this where you can showcase information like these to people. And it's a fast growing platform right now. So you just have to continue because what you're doing is great.
Respect.
You know, big up DJ Everlina, same way.
Yeah.
You know, because we need this. We're lacking at this. These are the things that we're talking about. So you see, each time we complain about something, we need to be the change.
Yes. What is the change? Like, what we can do to fix it?
Everything we will identify as a problem, we need to be the change. Because once we see it and can identify it's a problem, we have to talk about it. In this kind of way, not criticizing and ridiculing. So like how me can say to you, say, I realize, say, a 10,000 artists that I know, and a one of me are 10,000 artists and 5,000 producers. It's still difficult. Right? But yet, there is just 5 or 6 person down here where we can say can pull some plugs and make some connect. So with me now growing up, doing music as a producer for quite some time, it's time for me to step my game up. Right? Because basically I'm an independent label. We learn everything. I don't call myself a producer no more. Because I don't just produce. I produce, I promote, I market, I do A&R work, I mix and do all of these things. I go and do seminars. So how can I consider myself just a producer? I'm doing the whole thing. So it's my job now to learn the business to a T where we can now start. Share my knowledge. And with the knowledge and with the mindset that when pulling people, because like-minded people attract. So with that now, people will see that I am competent and willing to invest in me. So we need more people to be competent, to take on the journey. Robert Livingston, Joe Bogdanovich, I'm a big man in the music. Anything can happen, God forbid. And you don't think them tired and want to go up on the North Coast, go Dubai with them family and spend some time. Them can't do that freely because them still have to have 1 ear to listen out. For come back to Jamaica for try fix because nobody's filling the space.
Yeah, because nobody's.
So it's something when me take up on myself. It's my responsibility to be the next person. And that's all we should be thinking. Because Ramesh was a virgin, is my virgin, and was a youth like me from a long time. From nothing coming up. But he put himself in the frame of mind, say, me I gonna be one of the biggest thing in a Jamaica. And with the mindset, him do it. I tell myself I want to be one of the biggest producer in a Jamaica, and I did it. But there's room for other things now. So instead of me there now, still I compete with the new producer, them and I say them this. We need to look on the other seats that are empty and try to fill that. So when me move out of this seat when me in, them can come take the space. And me come all the next seat. And when we get that seat, then when we never see it, the executive them do, that mean it for correct. And communicate with the youth when now in my seat and guide him. Those are the things that are lacking. But what we're going to do, we're going to kill the people them for do it. If them don't want to do it, we see the changes that need to be done, so we come change it. That's so we have to think.
But the people them will have it, do they want to let it go? Even if them get all and that they probably no. Them no want to let it go.
And everybody want to work with them. You never know.
Well, that's
but them not have a choice. They don't have any choice. So it's our responsibility to step up to the plate.
Yeah,
if you
so
go in a
Seanizzle,
store and all you see a Nike, where you go buy a Nike?
No Nike?
yeah.
But if you see Nike and you see Reebok, you see Adidas, you see Gucci, you see Versace, you have choices now. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why me they are saying it no matter when DJ Khaled forward here, he must link Sharon. It's like when Switch beat for a Sharon. It's like when Burna Boy want to keep some a Sharon. Is when we like anybody want to use the stadium and she not control it, but the link go through she. This is what we need more people, because as we say,
exactly.
It's not everybody want to work with them, but you don't have no choice.
Exactly.
So it's set so.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
I was just on that point, Shani. So what do you think then is the reason behind that not more people are thinking like you, or do you said you're out now talking about this in different spaces, and do you get a good feedback? You get people on board, or can you hear me?
One of the main reasons is because we spend too much time focusing on the wrong things. These are the conversations that we need to have more to draw the attention of the younger generation. But what we speak more of, the youth them make trap dance hall, and the man them not like this, and the producer the that, and the artist the that.
Yeah.
There's so much more to talk about.
Yeah, the youths are not really interested to have that coming at that kind of debate or stuff, and it's been going on for years now. So
yeah, that's the only conversation when there's so much more to speak about.
Exactly, you have to get past that whole thing, because
exactly, and it starts with
here.
me.
Yeah.
It starts with me. It starts with you. It starts with Gaza, Uncle, and I saw it as a spread. So we have to shift the narrative of what we dwell on. Because the truth is, if the real investment drop on a song, no matter where I sing about, because we see it all the time in the international space. Not for the songs them don't make no sense. But there are the resources and the machinery that does make it happen.
And we don't have that.
Want me to show you something again? Since here, the first hit song is a song I produced with Naj called We're on the Ground.
And this, all right, well, I know, you know, say you never go get to it, because I go ask you, know, because you have to tell them that, because everybody I wonder what happened. So you have to give you some insight know what go on. Go on.
All right, but well, let me say this in a different scenario though. That song came out, and then after that song, there was a song, a buzz. Byron Messiah song, Taliban. It's a buzz. Byron Messiah signed to what the artist name, the Trinidad artist. I don't remember his name right now. But he signed to an Universal Records through Jeffin. When he signed Byron, instantly the machinery started. And that song came from here and go way up the song.
Yeah, it actually sells yesterday in the UK.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So obviously we are lacking of resources where the machinery is concerned.
So what about your song now? Tell them about your song and what happened. Because your song was supposed to be the next song, you know.
All right, that song, organically, it did great.
Yeah.
Right? But you know, organically, you get like 60 days organically for your song perform, and then from there, it need a machinery to take it from there.
Right.
All right, so we reach a stage now where the machinery need to come in play. The machinery did came in play, but we had a lot of factors. The rhythm was not my rhythm.
Right.
It was Busta Rhymes' intellectual property.
Right.
So we had to get clearance for it. Through the process of handling the clearance, we find out that after we just deal with Busta Rhymes, which is Warner Brother, who have the masters, who's the owner of the master and the copyright, we found out that it was also a sample from something else.
Right.
So they did not say anything to us regarding the clearance. Say they were the originators of it, but they're the one that we knew, and we reached out to them. Those were the names that came up, and we sorted out that and say yes, we're good to go. Here comes Seal and Craft. Say, hey, you will never reach out to us. And we have the original.
Damn.
So we have that for deal with. Time ago, you know. Remember time ago, you know.
Remember the 60 you have, so the time I run.
You know, the video now need for release now, because a time for the people to match the face with the sound.
Exactly.
The video done and the video can't release, because if we release the video in the process of what we're going through, we're going to get a thing called cease and desist and all plug pull and then it cancel. So we end up with that dealing with. That end up sort out and we say, thank you, God. Thank you very much for even give us the resources in time so we could handle this business. Then, boom, we have Sly and Robbie now sample in it as well.
Blood clot.
Reach out to Sly and Robbie and, you know, Sly, if you know Sly, you know one of the coolest person on the planet. But Sly never tell us I never inbuild the rhythm by himself.
The rascal. The one next trouble is again.
So we deal with it. We are Sly good and we say, all right, outer road fully now. Here comes a letter, an email from Universal Records saying cease and desist. We don't use our property without reaching out. So this is where the confusion came in. And right now as we speak, we still a deal with them. So them just decide say we're not ready yet for clear. To clear it, we're not ready. So we have like 2% left for clear. And we still have got through that. However, the song did what it's supposed to do. It's still doing, still moving.
Right, right.
You know, but if everything did clear within a timing manner that we planned it,
no, you see
nothing couldn't say it because
the time when
it about this song, it busts everywhere.
You see the time when it did hot, it would have gone, brother. Gone.
Yo,
No
Sean.
doubt about it.
Yo, Sean. I like 3 weeks ago, my guy's uncle attack. I mean, I said, uncle. Because I think what it sparked the interest back in the song is the fact that when they did honor Busta Rhymes at the BET thing, and we saw the other girl that did do a song also on that rhythm, she was on stage with him. I mean, I say, yo, uncle, you know, say if everything did work out with that song in time, I feel like Busta would have. Yeah.
That was just a choice of Busta. If he wanted to take us, he could have carried us. Nothing could stop that. That's his choice. I'm just keep it real.
Okay.
And I know nothing to do with we.
No, yeah, but Sean,
we reach with the song, as I said, Busta gave us the clearance. Warner Brother gave us the clearance. So if he wanted us to be there, he would have take up his phone and call. And that was straight as how it is.
Yeah, but being that you clear that up, let me ask you this question now. Does the artist have paperwork in place where if he had gotten called, he could have made that move?
Definitely.
Okay, me glad to hear that. Second question, being that you clear up that part there. And next question we ask, like a week ago again, because we always talk about the song, always talk about the artist.
Always.
How is it we haven't seen him on any major shows in Jamaica?
All right, first and foremost, him get booked for enough show. But honestly, I'm not working with the artist right now. I'm being honest. I'm not working with him right now.
I feel like something like that didn't they? But go on clear.
But some fest, all of that, he was booked for all of those shows.
Okay. But what happened?
That's an interview where you have to go do with the artist.
Uncle, you have to go reach out. Because
you know.
Yeah, because that was a burning question. Come and say, yo, I'm one of the biggest songs in the country. And every show, we say, we don't see him on the show. You know what I mean? It's like even the people in the country itself don't even really know who sing the song.
And I have to know, still, as an artist, you have to market yourself. And marketing yourself is your personality. Or your outgoing attitude, how you interact.
interact. You have to take up your
You
phone.
know, so no matter how much you have, no matter how much the manager at work, the artist have a duty and a responsibility as well.
Facts.
You know, because we can carry you down to the water, but if you don't want to drink it, you know what I mean? And there was some disconnection as time progressed, and I step aside.
Okay. Well, let's all right, respect that. Let's get back to, because I know that it's all about. You know that already. So yeah, so we are continuing upon the music part. Somebody in a comment section for ask you about the masters. How the masters go, because there's a lot of confusion with young artists and how the Jamaican think about how the masters go shot. Who own the masters, how it go, like basically them I say if me spend money on the song, me own the masters. And so it go, you have to give me an understanding about it.
If you spend money on a song,
hold on, Sean, hold on 1 minute. Blaze, I don't know who you are. I don't add people to the stream like that. No disrespect. This we have panel members alone, like Brandon, Femi Reggae.
Yeah, just type your question.
Write your question. I will say I don't add people to the stream like that. Right? Go ahead, Sean. But I was asking you about how the masters work and thing.
Your phone breaking up.
I was asking about how the masters work. Like finish conversation about the masters now.
I know. Let me hang up and call you back, cause it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blaze. If you have a question for the panel or for the guest, just type it in the comment section.
Yeah, and then first at the first me ever see you in me. If I even one of the panel member them, if I even one of the comment people them when me didn't know, like Pirate or Dancehall Lover or Bruce, I even wanna let them on. At first me see your name. I'm not gonna just let you ask a question, so I can't do that. I'm sorry. Write your question in the thing there. Next thing we know, somebody will come disrespect all the man. I can't do that. I ask all the man who ain't baby mother and all them something, they can't do that.
All right.
Yes, he's Sean forward, but
yeah. All right. First and foremost, we need to differentiate what a producer is and what an executive producer is, because a lot of people mixing up the different roles.
Yeah.
All right. So if I make the rhythm and I voice the artist, instruct them and everything, I'm considered a creative producer. Right? So if I make the beat, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, man, loud and clear.
Yeah, so if I make the rhythm, voice the song, mix the song, I would consider a creative producer. But if I'm the person who come now and spend on this song, make the calls them, connect the people them, get it on the radio, get it a playing on the streets, all of the outlets that it needs to be at, I am considered an executive producer. And that same executive producer can be one person playing the two roles. So if you invest into a song, as even the artist, you are entitled to own part of the master, because the master owner is really the executive who invests in the product.
So while I said that, can I ask you this? So if me and Femi Reggae, so Femi Reggae are the artist and me produce the song.
Yes.
But we just have the song cannot now go on Zine and like 3 months. Split sheets, everything signed already. You forward along now, you Seanizzle. You start carry the song down the road, you make it play up on the radio now, you start do everything. You out there with the song. You own the masters. That's basically what you're trying to say?
No, it all depends on the agreement. So it would be a 50-50 then. It all depends on the agreement, because I can still don't own nothing, you know. Because I can come in as an investor.
Right.
And in the agreement, you're gonna give me 20% in return after the sales. Recoup my money, I'm gonna get 20% till the end of time.
Okay, understand that now. Because me have a little, a lot of people did say different. Because basically, they must say, if you spend any money, if you spend any money at all if you spend any money at all on a song, you own the masters. I mean,
No.
Paperwork of it also.
Yeah, man, it all depends on the agreement.
Paperwork, right? It all depends on the contract. It no matter what you do, you could spend $1 zillion on it.
It all depends on the agreement.
And don't own nothing.
Yeah. Yes. You're right.
Okay. So the next question is so Sean, so we were just thinking about in the career a little bit before, because I know see you soon, I know see you busy, so I know it go. And then you have to tell me about the new song where you have and where you promote, because we over here, so we have a thing that what we do in our we stream music and buy music. So you have to tell me when I song. But before that, working with okay, how did Rum and Red Bull come about?
Okay. It was one nice little Tuesday. We in the studio a vibe. I was there. Fambo came and Mr. G was at the studio. We did a vibe, and I already started my song one day. So I was playing it for the both of them, and them I said bad and the rhythm tough. So Mr. G end up jump on the rhythm and did swaggerific. And Fambo decide say, him not voice cause him a go foreign and him not come back. While we know the reasoning, here comes Beanie Man, just random, no call, no nothing. Just knock on the studio door and say him outside. We hear a vibe and thing, and I played my song for him, and I'm impressed, and I say, yo, this need for go out, nobody just voice it and not release it, and we start a vibe from this, and him say him love the rhythm, and went outside, and he came up with a song called I'm Okay. So we recorded I'm Okay now. And so I look for Fambo and say, Fambo, you know, sister, that rhythm I got it. You can see big rhythm and a magic moment and don't find a song for it. So I'm say, future and ramp with me, make sure you put something on the rhythm. Same time, Fambo asked me for a book and a pen, and him start write some lyrics and thing. But it's like the attitude was like, I'm not really there so right now. My mind at the right. So I'm outside for a very long time. And Beanie just voice him song, he believe in it, so I'm play it over and over. So after a while, I realized the presence of Fambo in the room. So at this time, Mr. G, he left. He left the studio to pick up his kids from school. So it's just me, Fambo, Beanie Man, and my next door neighbor by the name of Damien. So we went outside now for call Fambo and said, Fambo, you come up with nothing. So Fambo came up with a vibe where I say, I'm drinking, and we like it, So I say, voice it, brother. So him record it now. So when him reach at the chorus now, him say, I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. So him do it like a rock star. So Beanie now said to him, say, no, Bizzle, you need to pitch the key. So him say, let me go in there and demo it so you know how to sing it. And Beanie go in at the boat, and when Beanie sing the chorus there, him never did need to say nothing to it. We didn't know so just him to sing the chorus. So when him come out and hear it back, he must say, no man, give me a double. And him just sing it the correct way and put on some double on it. And Fambo just went in one go and shot the verse. Them like, I'm not pick up no time, just one go.
One go.
One go. And it record, and the rest is history, as you can see. Yeah, man.
Rest of history. All right. Yeah. So people always want to know. Yeah, acting a brother still. We already know that. Producer all things. So, but before the acting, Cargo. Cargo. What Cargo big song will you produce?
Well, I produce not just one, but two.
Right.
You have Nah Sell Out My Friend Them and Nah Sell Out My Friend Them Part 2.
All right. So how did Nah Sell Out the Friend Them forward now? He was working with you at the time before or just
No. Actually we got acquainted before. So him called me on the phone, I remember, and say, you know, I love for me to produce a song for him. At the time, I know of him due to the song called Can't Cool, Can't Quench. You know, so when he reached out to me and I said, I like work with me, and then he made me know say him sing that song there. I said, I know that song there. I love that song there actually. You know, so I sent him a rhythm on the internet, you know, through the email and thing, and that is that. And boom. The link up never really, you know. So when Beanie did the song now, I'm okay, and then Roman Red Bull with Fambo now. Him call everybody, what I say is a party I keep at the back of the studio. The place ram. So artists from all both there too. So Cargo came in the studio while me there balance up the songs them and thing. And him in a little corner. Him not send on to me. You know, and I said, that brother just come in the room and I send up. Me never know how that brother. You know, and so I turn around and say, bless up. And him yell me back and say, oh, give me that ready, man.
Just so?
Yeah, same way, so. But remember me know him as a reggae artist. But then know him say, I can't go in. I say, John, no, bro. What go on? And you know? So I say, fam, honestly, that rhythm I know, me never plan for voice, no juggling on it. Me voice a one song and feel excited, and it does so happen that them two man end up jump on the beat. You know, I'm turn around and I go and tweak. And in my mind, me I say, but if you're a bad artist, you're supposed to bad on every kind of rhythm.
Yeah.
So I turn around and I say, yo, I burn it on a CD and gear, because if you're a bad artist, you're supposed to bad straight across the board. Any rhythm you get. I'm saying no one voice on the rhythm I get. But good, man. Me alright, man. I don't have voice on.
Because in dark, you know.
So I say, Jay, stop your foolishness, man. He say, I'm good. Anyway, the whole of there outside, the whole of vibe. Him there the same way and thing, and night or forward, and I always want to voice DJ Liquid from a long time. Because I always hear him on the radio. I say, this man have an artist voice, you know. This man have an artist voice. So it's so up that we reach a stage when we start communicating now and we turn bridging. So I'm saying, no, I got voice Liquid on the rhythm. The rhythm for just turn out juggling, you know. Because after Cargo say, yo, he want a voice, I say, yo, the rhythm for just turn out juggling for real. I'm a link Liquid, and Liquid say, pick him up as him come off a radio, and Mr. G went and pick him up. When them are forward to at the side of the studio now, here comes Cargo leaving. So Cargo see
Mr. G.
No, Cargo see Liquid. I say, what go on Lipo? So him say, oh, yo, you sell out your friend them, man. You're good, man. So I say, what go on? Why you say that? The man say, if you get the big song, Can't Cool, Can't Quench, but can't see you. So I say, no, man, one thing with me would I never sell out my friend them, man.
That's where the idea come from?
Right, that's so. So, but you see, Liquid is a man to talk serious more time now. You don't know, if you don't know, you might feel like him serious when he really does run a little joke.
And him face look serious too.
So you see, man like Cargo now is a young artist now. Him no one up on the wrong side. So he might take it to heart. So I go outside and then at the car now with him bridging and I say, but me nah sell out my friend. That alone the man have. Here comes Mr. G. Cause one thing with me, you know, I'm gonna take people props, you know. Mr. G hear him. And run come round and say, Sean, I hear Cargo a while ago with the baddest song. So I say, I lie. I want to hear it. So I say, him say, so him say, I go for him. When the man go for Cargo, Cargo just say, I nah sell out my friend. I eat that, I nah nothing more. But the way I'm saying, as a producer, if you're a real producer, you're supposed to know when you hear something special.
Yeah, yeah.
So I say, yo, that bad. So I say, we nah nothing more, man. I say, no, the whole of we look how much artist, producer, everybody in a second, we are going to do that song here today. And my voice liquid first. After my voice liquid, my voice the song there. And if in the intro, you must name him call all of the people who are in the room.
Oh, Seanizzle, Mr. True.
P4, Rayo,
yeah.
Damian. You see me?
Oh, Damian your next door neighbor. So
yeah.
everybody name in that studio.
Everybody were there.
People are history this, you know.
And I saw that song the voice and all a nice energy upon it. And they go out into the world and do crazy things, bro.
Yeah, it's a big song that I think Roman Red Bull is your biggest song though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman Red Bull would be your crossover song. All right, so we know what as I said, it wasn't an interview, so I love the reasoning, but I don't know DJ Everlina want to go back to the question about. So what you think we can do right now? Well, are you working with any young artists?
Always.
Oh, right now as we speak, like you
man.
advise anyone them on a new rhythm.
Yeah, man, you have an artist named Capri 100 Mil. We just released a single called Ocean. So we're currently promoting that song right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
man, you can find it on all digital platforms. You know, and social media.
Say the name again.
Capri 100 Mil.
People, listen to the name. Capri 100 Mil. We're going to check out that song in idea, people. Everybody over here. Capri 100 Mil.
Yeah, with a K. It's spelled with a K.
Okay. All right. So
yeah.
Got you, DJ.
I'm here. Yeah, give thanks for all this nice history. It's so nice to hear. And you know, I was gonna bring it back to something you were talking about right at the beginning about the music and the identity of the music. And you said something about, you know, the music is like losing its identity. At the same time, you're still here, and all those names that are still here producing more traditional dancehall. And then you have the trap side of the dancehall now too. But like you said, you don't feel there is a balance, or how do you view it? Because, you know, right now in the discussions on these platforms and so on, I was always thinking it myself too, that the trap dancehall should be viewed as a subgenre to dancehall, the first subgenre, whereas reggae have always had many subgenres. Now dancehall have its first subgenre. Right now it's the hottest thing. Maybe that's what's causing the imbalance, but the traditional side of things is still there. How do you view it?
I agree with what you're saying, you know, in terms of it being a subgenre, because it's working for some youths, you know. And how can you bash somebody who they broke like dog and sing a song and them life change and them can now start feed them family? Remember, you know, every win is a win, you know, whether it's a big international win or a win where you can buy a car and a one house, you still win. You know, so how we go bash a youth way start eat a food or never eat a food before? All we can do is help encourage them and take time formulate it the way it's supposed to. But the bashing we need to eliminate that outside, because that only cause more division.
Yeah.
Because man I make money out of something and you tell him, so where am I do wrong? Him no want to see you. You never know him before when him hungry. And since him surface, you know him, you know. And when you know him, you tell him, say him should I do this and him should I do that. And hey, boy, yeah, mash up this. You never know him before. You don't know what he was doing before. So I think we have to be more gentle with our approach. I think that can change everything. The way our approach, it's causing a major disconnection between the younger and the not so younger and the older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you feel like it's both sided, or like there's a suspicion.
Could you repeat that, please?
I mean, like you feel like it can also it's a both-sided things that keeping the younger generation and the generations from coming together.
As your ear Sham said earlier, when Steely and Clevie came with dancehall digitally, at the time everybody was still creating live music. So them never understanding. And many times people cuss things that they don't understand.
Yeah.
Until it blow up. It is now okay. When
so
Steely and Clevie was making rhythms with their drum machine for many years. But until King Jammy's hit with Slinting, it was now accepted as the new norm. So if one of these songs to blow up tomorrow and go Billboard #1, the conversation gonna change.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's starting to change though? Because of
Yeah,
the massive,
people are enjoying the music. Cause I'm not gonna tell you say me hate the songs them and all of them I love, but enough of them I love too. So as I'm saying, we need more marketing. We need more machinery of manipulate this and take it to the next level. Like there is room for everything. What you said at the initial state of this, I think we need to create it as a subgenre. Trap dancehall, subgenre different from dancehall. Just like how them have hip hop and them have trap.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was just going to say that's because a lot of the conversation earlier on a few years back was, this thing about that trap dancehall is now the new dancehall. That was very offensive to.
But really, if we're gonna go deep in this, can we blame them when every time you turn on your TV, everything you see is just America? When you turn on the radio, you only get 30 minutes dancehall, and then you hear every other genre for the entire time. Can you blame them? When this is what society forces on us? Do you hear reggae music playing in Jamaica? I don't. But I know every song that plays in America. Because Jamaica become a trendy place. Everything that's trending in the world want to be a part of it. Nobody want to stand up and embrace their culture. When last we hear nothing about Miss Loop on the radio? If me want to hear about Miss Loop, I have to wait till Independence Day. Emancipation Day. After that, we don't hear about her again. So, how can we blame the youth when the root now create no segue for we learn about ourselves?
Because the last time, I mean, the ear say the ASCAP thing down yard, the ear say when they pay out the money, them pay out more money.
Yes.
To music. Imagine. Never have in America. You would never pay out nothing different than America. In a Jamaica, them pay out much millions to American music.
America.
That means the amount of time the American music them play on our radio station, it's more than the Jamaican music. That is sad. That is sad, bro.
So can you really blame the youths them when this is what they grow up and see?
No.
Can you really blame them?
No.
The way them dress, when them get them dressed in, if I want a Jamaica dressing this, a foreign. Even me have my hat so. I when me grow up come see. So can you blame me when this is all I see?
Well, no.
We need for if we really go going at this, we have to go from the root.
And that me always say, we can't just say the youth them. No, we have to go back to change things.
You them just get up and do something. So I want them grow come see. I want them grow come see.
But all right, Sean, everybody will follow the ask them this, and I'm gonna ask you too. When the man complain about go back go make all rhythm and the all artism and that, I am saying if you want, why you not do it and show the youth them? Like how you not say it.
All right, that's what we just said a while ago. Be the change you want to see.
Yeah, so like how you are do that then. You just go back, find one punani rhythm or find one anyone I rhythm. Write some people, you don't care. Just go find back one all rhythm the artists them still alive. All of them. But make one song, put it out, and make it hit and show the youth them say this is the way to go. But otherwise than that, only not do it neither. And I with the younger listen, it no matter if I chuck it, songs everywhere you go, every show we keep, Rami's keep show, and younger people there, and them a support. Sometimes me not even know the amount of youth bus down here, I don't know the one of them name.
I real talk, man.
But guess what? When they go up on the stage and sing one of them songs, the crowd are real. Me don't know. Me I say, oh, sing this. But you can't fight that. I don't
so obviously something is working.
Right.
So you know it go right. You know to say me I repeat myself one more time. So it go right back in proper marketing for structure it away for really carry it to the next level. Skilly Bang go up on the billboard, you know.
Yeah, man.
Skilly Bang, they go up on the billboard with the trap, you know. Who produce it? Who produce it?
Johnny Wonder.
What you say about Johnny Wonder earlier?
You have to pass on the Nally.
Bro, are the best interview this, you know.
Yeah, everybody, I want to tell you, say.
Are the key them this, you know, bro.
Yeah, everybody always say, man, when they fall over here, them get a positive, good reason. Everybody, man. I saw a reason with Grams Mag, and the man said, I interview them, I do everywhere in the world. Interview this. Because,
trust me.
Yeah, brother. And I have to tell you, say, you take some time out of your time, because I know, say, me talk on the phone, so I know, say, you make a reading the whole night, last night, tired.
Yeah.
Still forward to come educate the youth them and even give your 2 cents and make them, what is it? Femi Reggae, you're still here? Femi Reggae? Like
yeah, me there, man, me there. Listen.
All right. So you know, so we soon close up because you know we don't want it go no long. If you have any other questions where you want to ask him, you can ask now. And DJ Everlina, I don't think I have any more questions. So if you don't have any more questions, you can ask him now.
You know, so me not no more though. Seanizzle I thought the same thing when me would have said, because you don't know me passionate about them thing and always I say the same exact thing. So I don't really have nothing more to ask. Him answer the question I really want to ask. I did wonder why Najee get no shows and what did that go on, and him answer that. So I don't really have much more to say, to be honest with you.
Right. So DJ Everlina, any more questions? Any more questions in the chat? Or we can ask him? Because
I have more reflection, because some of the things that you've been focusing about the business aspect of the whole thing, and we had many guests that brought up the similar viewpoints as well. And I was thinking, I think it was Prado, last one, who said that viewing the whole industry or this now as a business, dancehall is doing great, you know, because of the amount of
I'm doing an interview.
Money, you know, made in this industry now comparing to before. Oh,
right.
I don't know if you heard what I said, but
no, all
I
right.
was just reflecting. This is a common topic that comes up about whole business and the lack of structure and what, you know, can be done about it. You know, so I wanted to thank you a lot for everything, and it's been very interesting to hear all these, you know, ideas and your views.
Yeah, man, thank you. Thanks for having me on the program, man.
Yeah, and Sean, I'm ask, you not produce no cartel song?
Yeah, man. They don't have cartels, man. Cartels,
like which one? Which one?
All right, on the 47th floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Olio.
Yeah.
I look out that one there. You see me? Then come over on the Powerhouse Rhythm featuring Lisa Hype. You know, and you know your baby father with Vibes Cartel and D'Angelo. I'm the one who made that rhythm and mix it, but it was produced by Free Willy Records out of Wales.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Mix all heap of songs same way too.
Okay. All right. So I think this is gonna be my last question. We still have to ask you. All right, so the connection with you and Ayakti and the chemistry dangerous with you and Ayakti, you know. A lot of people don't know that, you know. It's like miss with you and Ayakti and all that come about.
All right, Ayakti, you know, also Ayakti, I have to say Richie Rich.
Richie Rich.
Yeah, but you owe me more. And this are from high school days when we meet in the streets. I try to be heard by producers. You know, so in the streets I walk studio to studio. We meet him on the same journey. You know, and we met at Mr. G's studio, Scatter studio as well, because it was the same building. And we're out there, you know, and everybody introduce themselves and, you know, tell him, say, I'm a creator who make beats and thing, and he must say, well, me an artist, so you are go on. Any producer will like when you read them, tell him, say, me an artist. You know, so from this, so we are linked, you know, and then we go separate ways, you know. Him get a home which was at Penthouse. No Penthouse. Sorry, I don't remember right now exactly where it was. But him start work, you know, me start work with Mr. G till I start do my own thing, you know, and time reconnect with when we have the split personality with him, we link up again and we did the song with him and Zamunda. And from there, so the link never shift again. From them time till now, you know. And it moved from just being a musical thing and becoming a brother thing, you know.
Yeah, so you even do an album theme, right?
Well, we never actually do a full album together. But we have more than songs to make about 5 albums. You know, but every album that is out, you know, I'm a part of it.
Right, you're a part of all of the album then. You have to have a song on it or not. And the latest project is
Speed Up the Process. And the Dancehall Gift album.
That's on the Dancehall Gift. Speed Up the Process. Yeah, my favorite song that
a lot of people say them favorite.
Yeah, Speed Up the Process. Money you have to make. Yeah. So next question I want to ask, you know. You think that you're underrated?
If I'm underrated?
No, do you think that you like the work where you put in? You feel like them not call your name or you know he's a humble youth still and you don't really care about that. But
you know, me like that still. I like that.
Oh yeah.
I like that because that keep me going. That keep me pushing. Because enough people them say are the man up there so and them not do nothing and them drop right at ground.
Enough people them say are the man and them stop work.
Them stop work and go ground. And never to rise again. So me no mind you go and say that. Me have something to prove then. Every time.
Every time.
Yeah, man.
So it no matter if you have the lead in the rhythm, you don't care. You feel like say, no, me not do nothing, you know.
No, me always all right. You see, me know what go on in my life, and the only person can tell my story is me.
Right.
You know, and what me can say now, what me never used to do. Me used to just sit back and do my thing. Me know how God bless me. And me embrace my blessing and me I live the way me I live. But then, you have to make the world know. The fans them will check for you and love for you, have the love for you. They need to know everything where I go on. Earlier coming up, me used to say, you know, me not like the media so much, and you know, certain things I celebrate in my own zone with the team, but the fans them make it happen, so them need to see everything. Because I see some man a real and thing and them that they know in your league. And then now reading the dictionary one day, I'm look for the word humble. I'm realize that humble is undervaluing your true potential. So I say this is not nothing positive. But in our culture we learn say we must be humble in everything we do.
Slavery mentality.
But it's a slavery mentality.
I tell you if you go humble.
So now I'm out there. And I think as the years progress, I have consumed a lot of information that need to be passed down now. So I have a lot to say now. Because I think the time is right. Before I'm still there at school, and I go forever there at school. But I feel I reach at a stage where a lot of information needs to pass down. Because I realize a lot of people want God them grave with it. And information was to absorb and to release.
Right.
So I reach a stage where time for release. You know what I mean?
So do you
my
have
job
like
is for share my knowledge with everybody that I can come across with. Not just the young, because we fail to remember say a lot of man in the music for how many years we done like batting a music same way.
Brother.
So we have to educate everybody.
I mean, to tell you, DJ Everlina wants to say something.
I was just wondering if you have an apprentice that you're like teaching to mix and master and all these things.
Always, wally. Some of them are through the internet. Some of them pass through in the studio. Some of them up on Instagram if I text. Sean, you EQ the vocals to make it sit good in the bass and
very
never share it with you.
That
hide it.
That is very good.
If me hide it,
here.
All me complaints of the music is at a state where it now grow. When me hide the gold and the diamonds from you, you gonna know it. You know? Yeah, man. So I don't have a problem with that. Anybody, I don't have to know you. I go down not even see your face. When you reach out to me up on the gram and that's something where I can share with you, I'm gonna share it once I know it. Yeah, man.
Well, I tell you, bless up yourself. It was a pleasure for having you here and for drop some knowledge over here. And you have a new song where you promote. We need to know the song. Repeat the song again, tell the people.
It's called Ocean by Capri.
Ocean by
Capri 100 mil. And that's from a project called Ocean 13, which soon to be released in its entirety. Because we have a compilation of songs on it with various artists. But that's the first single off it so far.
Sound good. Makes sense. Film reggae. You know, we're touching 2 hour mark now. Big up Shams, the producer, was here earlier. I know him
Shams.
They're on tour, my good sound check on with TOK them and we are not Germany or one part. Sean is take the time out to bless the channel. Sean is a family thing. Him know how it go. Me will link you half here and we talk. But DJ Everlina and Femi Regan, you can say no last words and we can close off the show.
Yeah, first on, this I have nothing more to say, but we can't leave. I make sure he's leave before we thank him for forward. You know what I mean? Although
thanks for having me on the show.
You get that already, but we always been have them conversations up on a daily on the YouTube, and we always want people like you guys to join with so the layman can understand. Say sometimes when we talk and I say something, if we even call a specific artist and say, well, what I want to the artist do this, is not because we hate them, but because we're passionate about music and we want to see the music go further. Because dancehall music are our thing, you see me? So when people like you can forward and corroborate some of the things that we say, we like that, and we want more people to have a bigger voice in the thing, so people can understand and know, say, our music can go further. Just we know if we see the things that we need to fix and fix them.
Yeah,
so bless up for past you, my boss.
Yeah, man, give thanks, man. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, uncle, you see everything come full circle now with where they are reason and Shams have left go and do a sound check. When we that explain to the people and say, if your artist go up on the road for go do a tour and put it on with him and him team, is a lot of people make them think they have to work because it's not TOK out there put on a show by themselves, but them have to carry somebody, an engineer with them, said speed to make sure so them sound good when them go up on stage. A lot of people don't know these things.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But bless up still and thanks for forward on the platform, brother.
Come on, give thanks.
All right, bless up.
Give much thanks.
Again.
All right, people, is another episode that of State of Dancehall. Very interesting one. I hope anybody
one more in the bag.
One more in the bag. That one, yeah. What is DJ Everlina? 14? 14. People, we have an interesting one. Liquor Vibes and Liquor Addy. Look out for it soon. DJ Everlina and what am I tell you? And people, don't forget DJ Everlina have our own program. It soon starts. That will be on Instagram. Only need to follow her on Instagram when she start that. It's going to be a movie over there. You know me, I go over there. You know that, you know, my sister this, so I go over there. You see me?
DJ Everlina, you have a schedule set already, or not yet?
I have a lineup. I have the first shows I know which order, but then we just have to work with when people have time and so forth. I don't even think it's gonna be a set day. I think I'm gonna work with them once they have time.
Once
We
them
just
free.
set it. Once them free, we set it, promote it, and then go live. So
Okay.
it will be, and I'm hoping to start soon. I just need to get some more things in order. But the first one is going to be Franco Wildlife and Wildlife Petodin on a first interview. So anybody wants to hear from them, you know, look out for it. And I would appreciate it. Anybody who wants to follow me on Instagram so you don't miss it.
Already I follow Steve from ever since.
Everybody over here follow you already, believe me. So soon as I go live, everybody I go ready and know say at the show. I know people, she's not leaving the state of dancehall. It's me and her make it. She's not leaving. All right.
Yeah, and I mean it's meant to be promoting each other, these two shows.
Thank you. But as we said, we would have to tell people that. For me reggae, respect for the past show. Big up ROI, big up Random Music Review anyway I'm there. Big up Easy One, big up everybody in the panel, Unruly Bruce, big up everybody. DJ Everlina, one more for the books, right?
Yes, and one more big up just from me to the chat, which today as well I was not able to look all the time, but big up and thanks for everybody who keep supporting us and, you know, making this thing happen. And big up Uncle, big up Phoebe, and everybody. Like I said, I don't see your names, but I know you're out there.
All right. Everybody big up on yourself here. Femi Reggae, you don't know. DJ Everlina.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm out.
Gaza Uncle Channel, speed of light, not slow like a camel.
At it. Sister Everlina, you know the things said talk. Business for that.
Everybody represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle make them know so I use a rich badness a year on the ground.
Don't know the Queen of Dancehall I represent for Gaza Uncle.
DJ Everlina. What make them vex? 6.
DJ Everlina. 6.
DJ Everlina, you don't know, Ojan B.
Gaza Uncle, I have to represent.
Yeah, man, on a life.
Seanizzle to the Tiny Notes Cartel, representing for Gaza Uncle Channel, speed of light, not slow like a camel, dog, or
Seanizzle to the Tiny Notes Cartel, representing for DJ Everlina. I'm out.
Tiny Notes Cartel, representing for Gaza Uncle.
Gaza.
You know it's Warlord representing for DJ Everlina.
What?
Is it?
Gaza. Drop back that video again.
DJ Everlina. 6.
Oh God, pull it.
Gaza.
Yeah, Gaza Uncle. Oi, go now.
It's your real top girl, Seanizzle me, alright? I'm represent for DJ Everlina.
Cross all our boss, I represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza, big up Cypher, represent.
DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle, YouTube channel, mad, sell off, you don't know the thing going on. Tune in at the Magala. All who sit down and chat me and think say me no hear me hear, but me no care. All who say me too hype and think say me no hear. Tune in, YouTube channel, mad, Gaza Uncle, the Magala say that.